Hey everybody. The last time I delivered a message like this, we were scared. We were on the brink of closing down because of the coronavirus. And we may not have handled everything perfectly or the way that we could in an ideal world. But I hope you know that every step that we've made and every choice that we've made has been with your best interests in mind. We've tried to deliver our services to the best of our ability with the limited options that we've had. And we know that you've signed up for us, for coming in, for the accountability, and for all those things. And some of those circumstances have been altered throughout all of this. But for those of you that have stuck with us, we can't say thank you enough, because you're why we're able to reopen on Monday. You're why we are still doing okay. And we appreciate you and love all of you so much for that. And we really feel like you're a part of our family. And we hope that you feel the same. So because we're opening Monday, we have a lot of new policies and procedures in place. And we're doing that to protect all of you. Please be adherent to all of these, because the world that we live in is so different now. The businesses that we interact with, they've had to adapt. We've had to go through some tough times, and we've had to make some really tough decisions, and we know that you have too. So please understand that the place that all of these policies and procedures, as much as they might be daunting, they're for your safety, for our safety, and for the safety of everybody that we come into contact with, whether it's at the grocery store or even in our own home. So please understand that that's where we're coming from. So I'll just walk you through a couple of the different procedures that we're going to be having. You can either read the email or you can watch the video, whatever you guys would like to do. We're just trying to meet you halfway and whatever's best for you. So the first thing that we're going to ask you to do is, please, I know we've asked this before, but we're going to require you to sign up for your time slot on Pike 13 at least 30 minutes before the session begins. So a lot of our popular times is 9 a.m. or 4:30 p.m. And we're going to ask you to please sign up for a time slot. And this is because before all of this hit, we were super chill about people just coming in, dropping in whenever you can, that kind of thing. We always have room for you no matter what. Right now, Governor Cuomo is asking us to be under 10 people and socially distanced for any group gathering, for any business, anything. So in order to ensure that there's going to be 10 or less people in or around the facility at once, we're limiting our time slots to about 6 or 7 people at a time. So that means if there's a coach and 6 people, then it's definitely under 10. And then if all coaches are there and there's still 7 people, then it's 10 exactly. So please be sure to sign up for your time slot in advance. And if those time slots don't work, there are other ones. We can be flexible with this for right now. But the schedule has been changed and updated on Pike 13, and there are explicit instructions on how to go about reserving your time slot that I put in the email. There's images and there's a step-by-step process, whether you're using the website or the app. It should be super clear, but if you have any questions on that, just send us an email and we'll try to help you out with that. The next thing is, please bring a mask to every training session. I know we're all kind of used to carrying a mask in our car, in our purse, in our wallet, in our pocket, that kind of thing. So please continue doing that and bring that with you to the gym. We will be social distancing all of you with 6 feet apart, and we'll try to do our coaching from that distance as well. And we're also going to be wearing masks the entire time. But we do ask you to bring a mask and wear a mask. And if you're going to be more than 6 feet away from somebody else, doing something on your own, conditioning or something outside, then we may say that it's totally fine to take it off because you're not within anybody else's vicinity. But for the most part, we would like you to be prepared for the situation in which you have to wear a mask. So please bring that with you. We'll be wearing them as well. Something that's more of it's not going to be required, but something that might be smart is just bringing your own water bottle or like a jar of water or something to drink out of, to minimize contact with shared surfaces. So our water jug is going to be there. It's going to be usable if you need it. But if you'd rather bring your own water bottle, then you can just kind of cut that out completely. If you do need to refill or grab some water, our cups are still there. And then the cooler is still there, but we will ask you to wipe off the water cooler handle if you do use that. The next thing is before you even enter the gym, we're going to ask you to wait, because we're going to be doing temperature checks for every single person that comes into the gym. Again, I know this is a little bit daunting and a little bit time consuming going through all these different processes, but it's really for the protection of all of us. The coronavirus has come through people with a vengeance, and some people have been lucky enough to be in contact with it and not have any symptoms at all. But there are still carriers, and we want to do our best to weed through anything that could be possibly harmful for anybody. So we have forehead thermometers, so we don't have to be in contact with you. We can be safe from a distance and take a temperature. And then if anybody has a temperature of 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit or over, then we will ask you to return home and socially distance for 2 weeks before returning to the gym, and we can continue online programming for you like we have been for the past few months. We're coming from the best possible place for all of these. So please, if we send you away, we are sorry, but we want the best for you and for the people that we're going to be around. The next thing is when you do come into the gym, we're going to have some form of an open door, so you don't have to touch the door handle. So please, either the front door, the garage door, or the side door will be open. So please enter through a door that you don't have to actually come into physical contact with. We'll have reminders everywhere for you around the gym when we open, so then all of this stuff will be kind of reiterated to you no matter where you are. Before you get started and before you leave, we are going to ask you to wash your hands. So if you, God forbid, if there's anything that's on your hands that you're bringing into the facility, washing our hands has been a really great way to help minimize the risk of coronavirus and kill it. So we ask you to use soap and warm water, wash your hands for an appropriate amount of time, and please do it thoroughly, and then we can get into the working phases of our workout. With equipment, we will ask you to please clean your equipment after every use. So if you're switching between plates and things like that, then keep them right by you until you're finished using them. We'll have Clorox wipes, and we'll have rubbing alcohol, and we'll have some antiviral, anti-disinfectant disinfectant wipes or whatever all around the gym. We'll have hand sanitizer all around the gym, and those kinds of things to help support the cleanliness of our facility. Everything that you touch should be wiped down thoroughly, and we'll help with all of that stuff as well as best we can from a social distance. Barbells, make sure that you're using the rubbing alcohol on those, because any water-based solution will make them rust quicker, especially now that we're training in more of an outdoor humid environment. We're trying to minimize that as much as we can. And then again, just please wash your hands when you're finished. In the off chance that you do forget to sign up for a time and you come and then we're full, we will have to ask you to please sign up for a time that day and then return for that time slot, just so we can keep the number of people to a minimum. Again, we're coming from the absolute best place with all of that. I know a lot of people are probably going to ask about using gloves. Gloves can be a great way to keep your germs in your own kind to yourself, but they're great at doing that until you come into contact with your phone, which we have programs on, your face, if you're sweaty, things like that. So we are going to ask you to please not use gloves in the facility, but to rather be diligent about washing your hands before and after you leave, and then cleaning your equipment thoroughly. I think that will be much better at keeping everything at bay than trying to wear gloves and masks and all this other stuff. I mean, masks obviously we're going to require, but you get what I'm saying. And we understand that this is a lot to ask of you, but please be gentle with us and be gentle with yourselves as we all kind of navigate these new waters, as Jeff would say. If you aren't willing or able to come to the gym right now, we also totally understand that and respect whatever decision that you make. We can continue online programming for you until you're ready to come back. And that is something that we'll never pressure you to do. So whenever you're ready, we're here and we'll be open starting Monday. If you are worried about anything or if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email us at skinnyatlasstrength@gmail.com. One of us will get back to you, and then we'll keep you updated with everything else that's going on. But again, I just really want to reiterate the fact that we love you, we appreciate you. All of these steps and procedures are put in place to protect you and to protect us. And we're excited to continue providing the services that we know that we can offer. And opening is something that we're really looking forward to. So if you have any questions, let us know. and we'll see you soon.